Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman. I was not late for this when this started. I will kick it to the person who was late, Derek.
What up? Sorry, it was an old lady that was in front of me in the line, and she had like 10 different things, and she was moving like slow as molasses. Don't get me wrong, I love my old people, but gotta move a little.
With that being said, you guys are here to check out WWE NXT Takeover in your house. That's a lot of words, and a lot has been said about this, but we're going to go over this small card and do this video for you guys, just giving our preview and predictions for the show. So let's get it started right with the intro.
Everything pro wrestling, they can never be you. Listen to the podcast here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. If this is your first time joining us, do me a favor, guys. Make sure that you hit the like button down below. Hitting the like button helps out a lot with the video. The NXT videos, for some odd reason, don't do too well. Even though I think it's one of the better brands for WWE, not really understanding it. But we still got to talk about it because it's wrestling and we're everything pro wrestling. So we're going to let it rock and we're going to do our thing with it. But with that being said, do your boy a favor, please. Help a brother out. Hit the like button, share, and tell a friend. We are one subscriber away right now from getting to, I believe it's 1.42. I think that's the number.
I think you said it was 1.42.
Yeah, we're like 1 or 2 away. So if you can get some people to subscribe, send out a tweet, mail a friend, telegram, tell a wrestler. I don't give a damn. Make sure you tell someone to come subscribe to the channel and check it out. We got a bunch of people in the chat, so we got to do our usual chat shout-outs. Original Biggie, always the first one in here. What's going on, Obi-Wan? He said, good evening, Everything Pro Wrestling in chat. Hope y'all are doing well. I am doing very well, Original Biggie.
Cool one.
Ace, the good brother, is also in the chat. Ace, one of the mods. Always got to make sure we show him some love. So make sure that you guys let Ace know that you appreciate him for always hooking us up with being a mod. And he also gave us the personal what's up. Appreciate it.
What up?
I won't click on me letting the chat know Derek status. Azan said we've got him missing the NCAA softball championship game. I'm supporting you. Thank you. Thank you.
Although I think FSU is winning that. Just saying.
Softball scout over here. Obi-Wan then put lady in the chat. Jocelyn says, evening, everyone. Jocelyn, thank you. Jocelyn on YouTube tonight. I like it. Thank you for supporting.
All right.
Ace brought it up already. What do y'all think of the 6-man tag team match? Winner take all. I got to break this down for you, Derek. Here's the matchup that we've got that we're talking about. MSK and Bronson Reed are now in a winner-take-all matchup here. So basically, the North American Championships on the line, as well as the NXT Tag Team Championships. I don't know about this one. Winner-take-all matches can be very, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never been like the biggest fan for them.
Neither have I. But you know me, dude. I haven't been a fan of 6-man tag matches, period. So
I don't get you.
I don't enjoy it. If they can clean it up and not be sloppy, I think I'll be good. But
I think 6-man tags are fine though for this type of situation because usually when you look at Legado del Fantasma, they know who's going to shine. It's Santos Escobar.
Right. The
tag teams don't get the shine. So 6-man tags to me allow them the opportunity like, hey, we're here too. Pay attention to us. So you kind of get to show what you can do.
Sure.
So there's an interest in this. I also find it weird in the match graphic that MSK is like, how do I put this? They're split.
Yeah.
Why?
I was looking at it. I'm like MSK and Bronson Reed, and I looked up at them. I'm like, wait a minute, why is Bronson Reed in the middle?
That's probably because that boy is
I mean, don't get me wrong, he's a good wrestler, but
That boy is colossal now.
Well, yeah. Can't. Well, then you should have put him in the front.
This is true. But we've got an interesting matchup here. I don't know. Bronson Reed just won the title. MSK is still kind of newly NXT Tag Team Champions. MSK is like hated now. I don't know what's the deal with them in this one.
Who knows? But you know how fans are, man. They flip-flop in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
So something happens that they don't like, I'm not messing with them anymore.
Yeah, bro, but I don't know. MSK has this, like, I don't know if the word is cheesy that I want to use, but they've got something about them that I absolutely just find, like, annoying.
Right.
If that's the fairest way to put it. I don't know. There's just something about them. They come off cheesy and annoying. And maybe it's just babyface syndrome for me.
Probably.
Just saying. But this should be an interesting matchup here.
Maybe it's just something, whatever they got going on right now is not something that fits them.
And I'm going to bring us back up here real quick. With it, though, like I said, I'm looking at this matchup here, and I really felt like the tag titles could have been put into some type of matchup here, like some type of tag team match, something. I don't know why as well we are out of focus. Oh, I'm going to mess with the camera here a little bit. Better? No, we're looking a little blurry. Hold on here. No, who cares? I don't care at this point. All right. So in this matchup, Derek, I mean, baby faces or heels is what it's coming down to. I still think the tag title should have been in a ladder match. We have a ladder match on this card, but I think it should have been MSK versus 2/3 of Legado del Fantasma. That would have been the better ladder match, in my opinion.
I agree.
We'll talk about that other match momentarily. But who do you like in this one? Do you like the baby faces retaining? Do you see new champions here possibly? Because Santos Escobar is coming off a great title reign as the cruiserweight champion.
I look for MSK and Bronson Reed to win this match.
Okay.
For me, they have the momentum.
They just won the belts.
Yeah,
I feel like you can't really take it off of them. Azan is agreeing with us, I think. He says he sees the champs winning here as well. Ace said 2009 vibes. I was thinking King of the Ring 2000, I think it was. Which match is going to tear down the house set? I don't think it'll be this one.
It won't be this one.
I
think there will be a lot of chaos in this match, but I don't think the house is coming down on this.
MSK, they're acting too much like New Day. I don't even think it's that. New Day cheesy is good. This is just like, I think Triple H co-signing them didn't do them any favors either, though. Like, do you really want like Triple H to be the co-signer of everything?
Well, but you know what? Every time Triple H. Well, I won't say every time. Half the time when Triple H co-signs somebody, doesn't particularly happen too well for them.
This is true. Since he's gotten put into a corporate position, Triple H is not batting a great number, but that's also because of Vinnie Mac too.
Right.
So Jocelyn says, let me see if I got this right. The tag titles and the North American titles are on the line. Yes. So if anyone from LDF gets a pinfall, they all win the championships. So I would assume Santos gets the North American and everyone else gets the tag titles. And they're just defending them that way. Very weird. Jocelyn says she's also not caught up on NXT. Yeah, NXT's been a tough watch lately.
A little shaky.
Not even because of that. I think there's just so much wrestling and there's a lot to do here. Azan said, I think Hit Row will have this match down the line. I won't say that Hit Row will become the tag team champions, but I do see Swerve feuding with Bronson Reed for the North American Championship. I think that's the long-term goal to get Hit Row there.
I think that would be a nice little battle between those two.
Hit Row. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Swerve. So, yeah, they've got some matchups here. I'm going to agree, though. 6-man tag, winner take all. Not the biggest fan. It reminds me of like when Shawn Michaels and Diesel faced Owen and Yoko, or maybe it was supposed to be Bulldog. I can't even remember the BS that was going on with that match. Like, just so much hot
garbage.
Yeah, like, and then they did the title switch, but then they were like, oh, it didn't count because you pinned the illegal man. They've never done that before in like the history of pro wrestling. So,
well,
F that noise.
Yeah.
Let's get to another matchup. This matchup really doesn't have a lot of build either. Mercedes Martinez versus Xia Li. Now, Xia Li has a little bit of a faction behind her, but the faction has remained mysterious. We still don't know what they're about, why they are here, but we know that Xia Li did not want to turn, and she was kind of forced to. But she eventually embraced it, and now Mercedes Martinez is kind of in a role here. And with a lot of these matchups, you guys have to think about which direction is this company going as far as who was scouted during the supposed recent rumor of Bruce Pritchard to some of the main roster agents coming down to take a look at the talent. Mercedes Martinez is not getting any younger. She's someone who I think the main roster could use. She was smart to get herself out of Retribution. She vetoed that shit real quick, so not mad at her for doing that. But is it time for her to go up to the main roster here? And what becomes of Xia Li in this faction? To me, if Xia Li loses this match, you've ruined this faction. Like, you might break them up, it's done, it's over, unless they're going to build off of this. But Xia Li really needs the victory here, I feel like. Mercedes Martinez, I think she's going to be fine if she takes the L. That's just me. I don't know.
I would like to see Xia Li win. I definitely agree. If you have Xia Li lose, then what was the point of her having the faction behind her?
Right. Azan says, isn't this heel versus heel? I believe so. Unless they've magically turned someone. Xia Li needs to win more. Rob, what's good? Thank you for joining in. Appreciate your family.
I would move Mercedes up, honestly.
They need, the roster is depleted. I'm hoping to have a video soon about that. I'll talk about it another time because that was almost the video for tonight. But then I remember we had a pay-per-view coming up, and I was like, oh, we might as well talk about this. Bro, I don't know. I don't know what you do here. I'm taking Xia Li for the win because it would be pointless, in my opinion, to have her lose.
Yeah.
You've built up this faction. It's been mysterious. It's kind of got the grudge feel to it a little bit with, like, she's basically doing everything for someone who sits on the throne. Yeah, I want to see where this goes. And I think there's more legs with this storyline. Mercedes Martinez wins, and then what?
Right. I want to say for Mercedes, there's really nothing left for her to do.
Yeah.
Move her up.
She doesn't need to challenge for a championship or anything.
No. Move her up, give her major screen time, and let it be what it is. Xia Li definitely needs to win more, though.
Azan believes Mercedes Martinez is going to be Eva Marie's muscle, I think. Like, the heavy for her.
No, you know what? No matter what the case is, just move her up.
Find something meaningful for her to do, though.
Yeah, definitely.
Who are those behind Xia Li? Let me see if I want to say I know who the person with the paint on is. But I want to also make sure that we have this correct. And I don't know who is in the faction. So Boa is the guy. Boa is someone who they recruited a while back, I think. I can't remember. Was he from? Don't get mad at me if I'm wrong about this. I believe he was from China when they were doing the tours over there. And I think they brought him back to NXT because they said he was one of the best workers that they saw while they were touring over there. And I think that's where Boa came from. Now, the person behind the face paint, I think it's Karen Q. That's who I think it is personally. Okay, see, Azan agrees as well. So, Yeah, that's who those people are. I believe it's Karen Q under the face paint, but you can't really tell though. Jocelyn, when you watch it, like the head is always down. It's like The Grudge, bro. You don't know who that lady really is, and they don't give you enough time to see who she is. Obi-Wan says move her up for what? To get featured in Endeavor. Original Biggie, but there's nothing for her to do down in NXT.
Right. She's done down there.
You got your women's champion. Really? There's Io Shirai came back. I don't know why. There's nothing for her to do either, unless you're going to do a matchup on television between her and Raquel Gonzalez. There is nothing for some people left to do.
Yeah. Io should probably go up too, but then Io will probably get screwed.
Thank you, Azan. I appreciate that. Matt in the house. Matt has a really dope podcast as well. You guys should check him out on Twitter. Now I got to look up your Twitter handle because I know I'm going to screw it up. I know it's the illustrious the illustrious MG40. Matt has an awesome wrestling podcast that he takes care of and does every single week. So make sure you show him some love. I know I had to. I check out his podcast oftentimes when he posts his newest episodes, regular talk with MG. So check him out. Free pop for that, brother. Free pop. Io and Poppy versus what is this? Indie Wrestling and Candace. That's where we're going, bro. Why did you start women's tag titles and there's no tag teams? The main roster is just as bad. I don't even want to talk about the women's divisions right now because I'm lost with what they're doing with this stuff. And at this point, we're halfway through, so I think it's the best time now to let you guys know about our ads. And we're going to switch it up this week, and we are going to start here with the promo code for powerslam.tv. You can check all the latest and greatest in independent wrestling. You may even see these people one day on NXT TakeOver in your house. You guys can go to powerslam.tv, put in our promo code EPW Show, and get yourself one free month of pro wrestling on us. Enjoy the product. Tell us what you think. And if you like it, give it a chance. Give them a little bit of money and say, hey, I want to see some more of this. Definitely worth it. And if you want to see more of something, you guys got to get Manscaped as well. You can get the Manscaped Lawnmower 3.0 or 4.0 at this point, and you guys can be ready for the summer. Things are going to be getting hot, sticky, heavy. And you guys are going to want to make sure that you are clean for the summer. And EPW's got you covered, brothers. You guys can definitely go to manscaped.com and you can put in our promo code EPW Show. And you guys can get that lawnmower for yourselves, the ball deodorant and the ball toner. And ladies, this isn't just for the guys. You can use this as well. Feel free to get the lawnmower for yourself. You know what I mean? Pave the way for yourself this summer to have a good summer. It's going to be fun and it's going to be hot out there. So make sure you do the right thing and go to manscaped.com and use our promo code EPW Show. Father's Day is coming up too. Don't forget about your dad. Buy him something, all right? Even if it's just the package of drawers, all right? He needs something. Dads need love too. But let's get back to this In Your House card because, like I said, we're at the halfway point, Derek. Shockingly.
That's very quick.
Well, 5 matches, but they're going to be 5 quality matches. So I'm not mad at them for the card. I'm more upset with the build for like the last 2 we were talking about. But from here forward, we got some solid build that's been happening. And now we got to talk about my boy here. We got to talk about Cameron Grimes to the moon. I am a big Cameron Grimes fan. This dude is hilarious. I don't know. He's grown on me, man. The cave-in finisher, not my favorite of all time, but definitely something good.
You know what? Cameron Grimes, he's definitely grown on me as well. Not somebody I liked in the beginning, but then I watched and I watched and I watched, and you know he is a good wrestler.
You know, he's a smart stock investor. I love that they played off the fact that he made money from the GameStop stocks, and that's how he got rich with all the Wall Street tips and all that stuff going on Reddit.
Makes sense.
He became rich, and then anything he tried to buy would get ruined. And then he ran into the $1 million man, Ted DiBiase. I can't even do the laugh, so I'm not even going to bother again trying that. But the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, absolutely a legend when it comes to it. And someone else caught his eye as well, and that is Mr. L.A. Knight, the former Eli Drake from NWA and Impact Wrestling. L.A. Knight, he's got a lot to offer, I think, as well. He's great with promos. He's got the look. And I like the fact that they've been having him rock like some expensive kicks, rolling up in Ferraris and stuff. So he wants the money just as bad, and he's treating Cameron Grimes like he's a fraud in this. This should be interesting. This is a ladder match. $1 Million Man brought out a solid gold ladder on NXT last night, basically showing like you guys will compete for this. And when he opened the briefcase, we all knew what it was for. It's draped over his shoulder right now. It is the $1 Million Championship. We haven't seen this since his son had it, Ted DiBiase Jr. Should be good, man.
I think this will be a good match. To me, this may be my sleeper match.
It could be. I think this one could be a lot of fun, bro. Like, I know a lot of people were just expecting us like, oh, they're about to come in here and probably crap on this. But no, I'm a fan.
I definitely think this would be my sleeper match.
I like it personally.
You know what? Cameron Grimes brings like a newfound of like energy.
Because he's funny, but he's also a good wrestler. Like, he's playing his character the way you're supposed to. Like, he's supposed to be a jackass. He's supposed to be some silly dude that you can't take serious. He's done it. He's lived up to the role. Right,
and then to the moment you don't take him serious is the moment that he sneaks up on you, and that's it.
Dub's a dub, bro. I've always said that. This should be fun, but this is a tough one to call. I saw people in the chat already trying to call it. Casey Briggs in the house. Casey, thank you for your lovely messages that you want to write in here. Appreciate it. LA Lights, love those shoes. Yeah, don't wear them doing any crimes at night because you'll light up and you'll get caught. So you don't definitely want to rock those. Do they make those for adults, LA Lights? No, they were LA Gears.
Yeah, LA Gear, yeah.
Come on, Casey.
I don't think they make those anymore. No, not for adults.
Do kids wear them?
I think they still make them for kids.
I always thought it would be cool, though, if you had, like, Air Force Ones or Jordans and stuff that lit up like that.
I think they did that with the Air Force Ones a few years back.
If not, someone could probably make them custom. Let's see. Ladder matches is nothing new to Cameron Grimes and LA Knight. Okay. All right. Azan says 2 heel versus heel matches on this card. I think Cameron Grimes is the default babyface here.
Yeah. Cameron Grimes seems like he would be the heel, but I feel like he's the neutral party in this.
To the moon. I don't know. So, Derek, who are you taking in this one, man? This is a tough call.
So by default, I'm going to pick Cameron Grimes. I've never seen LA Knight really wrestle, so I'm going to default to Cameron Grimes.
That's because you don't watch Impact. He was a good world champ, I thought, though. His promos sound a lot like, and I'm talking about LA Knight. His promos sound a lot like The Rock and Stone Cold, though, when you hear him. When he comes out next time you hear him talking, just listen for a second, and he'll come out and be like, "Yeah," and da 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 da, and he does like the little L.A. Now it just reminds you of The Rock with the movements, and then Stone Cold with the delivery.
Okay, all right.
Tokyo, what's going on, Rockstar? Thank you for joining us. He says $1 Million Championship back. I think he's trying to say he feels like it's not needed. So I think he could help make them, though. These guys needed something to fight over.
Yeah. I think that's the issue with wrestling now, bro. Like, I feel like it's coming to the point now where they're thinking like, all right, we just need to throw something together instead of like building things.
Trying to be safe, man.
I get it, but
I don't. I definitely don't get it. I'm not a fan of the whole like let's play it safe all the time. I don't know. They do too much sometimes where it's just unnecessary.
Yeah. No, I agree.
We got a ladder match. I'm going to go with LA Knight in this one. So you're taking Grimes. So this will be maybe our possible tiebreaker here because I just don't see it, man. I don't see it. LA Knight, French for the night. Casey. El Terrible. Matt says Impact plus Mancheck out Drake's run. He was solid. Yeah. Eli Drake was pretty good. I thought he was doing really well in NWA as well, too. He was a tag champ with James Storm down there, but he's making a name for himself again. I can't believe it took him this long to get back LA Knight, the former Sean Ricker. And by the way, last man that Paul Bearer managed, LA Knight. So make sure you guys show him some love. Malik Murray says, yo, my birthday is on this NXT Takeover. Well, happy birthday, my friend.
Yep, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Malik. We appreciate you coming in here to take some time to watch the video. I guess let's continue on, Derek. Let's keep it moving here with the matches. And let's talk about the NXT Women's Championship between Raquel Gonzalez versus Ember Moon, the former NXT Women's Champion, Ember Moon. This is kind of interesting. I'm more interested in the backstory, though, that we're leading up to between Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai.
Yes.
This screams Shawn Michaels and Diesel to me. If you remember, Shawn Michaels was supposed to be the star. Dakota Kai. She was going to be the star out of this group, and she needed some muscle to help her get some victories, possibly. That was Raquel. But it seems like whoever the management is in NXT have fallen in love with Raquel Gonzalez as a big monster heel and potentially a big monster babyface. Big Mama Cool possibly has the chance to go down as one of the best in NXT, the way they're putting her and like positioning her right now.
Yeah, she is definitely in a big spot, and I like Raquel. Raquel is really good.
Okay.
I like Ember Moon too, to like a certain extent.
Ember Moon though is like, I don't know, man.
It's hard. It's hard for me to explain why I don't buy into Ember Moon so much, but she just doesn't. She doesn't. It's not it, Chief. I'm sorry. It's just not it. Ember Moon is just like I don't really like her in ring work except for her finisher. That's about it. I haven't really liked anything from her except that, and I know that's not really giving her a chance. But I've seen enough of her to kind of say that she's not one that I'm looking forward to watching.
Okay, so Obi-Wan says, was Ember Moon hurt? Which is the reason why she? I think that's supposed to be what? What is the reason why she's back on NXT? So Ember Moon got called up to the main roster, and she got hurt doing a 24/7 segment. She was running to chase after the champion. She was out. She had an Achilles tear. She didn't know if she was going to make it back. She does come back, and she returns to NXT. They try to give her a new look and song and everything. It wasn't working for me. It was okay in the beginning. Here's the thing with Ember Moon, bro. Like, and this is no disrespect to her. I don't know who came up with the character or what they want to do. What is Ember Moon? Who is Ember Moon?
Okay, so that might be it, bro. Because I feel like she's a mix between like it looks like they wanted to build her as a vampire, but dressed her up as a werewolf, kind of.
I don't think she's supposed to be a vampire though. Like when I see Ember Moon, I get vibes of oh my gosh, I can't believe the movie's escaping me right now. California Love was based on the movie where they're riding through the desert. Come on. Somebody in the chat help me now. Now I'm gonna be so mad. Oh my goodness. It's
damn it, I'm usually good at movies too.
Nah, dude. Oh, it's gonna make me so mad. What is the name of it now?
Not the Lost Boys. Huh?
No. They're on like the Humvees. They're in the desert. They're wearing like the chains and all that stuff.
Mad Max.
Mad Max. That is where her character is based on. Thank you, Casey. Casey hit it first. I should have I knew he was going to get that. I don't get that. Ember is Team Jacob all day. She is spaceful, people are saying. I think Dakota Kai is going to win the NXT Women's Championship. Possibly Malik. Could be. But listen, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure we could all say, like, if I had to guarantee a victory on this show, it's this matchup. Ember Moon is not winning this. She was just teaming with Shotzi Blackheart for the women's tag titles. She wins a couple matches, cool. She gets a title shot, cool. She's not beating Raquel Gonzalez, bro.
No.
The bigger story is with Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai.
And wasn't Dakota Kai supposed to have the title like a long time ago? Or she should have had the title?
Some people thought she would have won it, but she was doing storylines with Tegan Knox. That was her friend. Tegan Knox keeps getting injured. And hopefully she's recovering soon.
It might be over for Tegan. As much as I like Tegan Knox, it might be over for her.
Yeah, she may have to hang him up because she's tore her quad, I think, 2 or 3 times now.
Yeah.
And it just keeps happening. Like, she can't help it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just your body's telling you, no, don't do this.
Right.
So Ember Moon is okay to go back to NXT, but Martinez should get called up. Obi-Wan, you're missing the point here. Ember has something to do. She was in a tag team. She is helping Shotzi Blackheart. Mercedes Martinez, she ain't got shit to do. I promise you. I ain't seen her in a minute. She was in Retribution, and she said, oh, hell no, I'm not doing that. And then she came back down, and what has she done since then? Somebody tell me. Is what I've seen. Yeah. And that's not disrespecting to her that she hasn't been used. There's no point to this. She had a couple matches with Toni Storm in them. Okay. She's in holdover feuds. Get her up on the main roster and have her do something else.
Right.
It's time to sink or swim. You know, like, I know we complained about people getting released the other day, and I don't want to see anybody get released. But at some point, too, in the wrestling business, it's time to sink or swim. Your number's going to get called, and you either show up or you're going to get shipped out. And I'm not saying that she should get shipped out. I think she's an incredible wrestler, and they could find something for her to do. I would love her and Shayna Baszler as a tag team. That would make sense.
It was. I mean, like it was. It will. I think it will. It's you could do.
It's better than this Nia Jax shit. I'm sorry.
Or you could do her against Shayna Baszler.
And Lily. Monday Night Raw's ending. Oh, dude, what was that? There's a reason we don't review this anymore. There is a reason. And that's it, man. She just fought for the title 2 weeks ago, Rob. But she hasn't done anything, is my point. There is nothing of significance going on with her. Honestly. It took someone that long to say that in this chat. I don't get it, man. Let me see here. Wait a minute. They used to team as Trifecta and Shimmer. I wish that they were still a team. Casey says, can you swim, CJ, or do you sink? Listen, brother, I got to be real close to the shallow end, man. Can't go too deep out there. If not, I need a life jacket. Malik says the problem with NXT is that people don't want to go like Johnny Gargano, Adam Cole, and Tommaso Ciampa. But look at what they're doing now. They're in mid-card like X. Tommaso Ciampa's not on TakeOver now. You know why? Because he's had so many opportunities and he would rather stay down there. And that's his prerogative. I'm not mad at it. If Mercedes Martinez wants to stay down there and they can keep her, that's their prerogative. But let's find something for her to do. Have her go after the tag titles. I don't know. I want to see more from Mercedes Martinez is basically what my complaint is here.
Yes.
And we'll get to Gargano and Cole in a second, too, because they're not off the hook either. They have the same kind of stuff that I felt about Ciampa, too. Oh, the insiders are going to hate. Listen, bro, that's just my honest opinion. It's not even this. Listen, dude, I love the Bray Wyatt stuff. I hate the Alexa Bliss stuff. It's lame. It's weird. It's creepy, too. I'm not feeling it, bro. I'm just not feeling it. It sucks.
I just want to know where all this came to.
Casey says, I'll be your flotation device, CJ. Thanks, Casey. At least somebody cares.
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
Matt says there's only so much you can do in NXT. You got to do something else. This is true. And guys, we are here. We're at the main event. Final match on the show. We have an NXT 5-way match. We've got Karrion Kross with his girl Scarlett in the background there. He is the current NXT champion. He's going to be taking on Johnny Gargano, Kyle O'Reilly, Pete Dunne, and Adam Cole. Now, this matchup has some interesting ways to look at it. We brought up before people were being looked at for call-ups. Do we see any of these guys as potential call-ups?
Pete Dunne and Adam Cole.
I think Pete Dunne would be great. I just don't know if he would be booked like he's been booked. Pete Dunne rarely loses, truthfully.
I think if Pete goes, Pete might be all right. If Adam Cole goes, Adam Cole will be fucked.
You have a fear for Adam Cole leaving.
Yes.
By the way, the build-up to this, you had a triple threat match between Cole, Gargano, and Dunne for #1 contendership. Adam Cole ruins it, and then him and Karrion end up facing off, and they get in each other's faces, and the shit talking was immaculate in this. Like, Adam Cole said that you got the girl, you got the belt, you got the entrance, they got to give you all this stuff to make you feel special. You know what they do to make Adam Cole feel special? They ring the friggin' bell. I thought that was a great line by Cole. And Adam Cole is, I think he's great. I love him. I think he's good on promos, great in ring. Adam Cole gets it, but will someone give him the opportunity to shine? He's always looked great on NXT, but what would happen if he goes to the main roster? And I think that's going to be a big what if for him. And that's a big what if when I'm looking at this entire layout of guys, because it just screams so much, and there's so many different things that you can do with these guys. Casey, I'd rather talk about anything other than WWE. Matt is taking Kross all day for his prediction because some guys don't want to go to the main roster because it ruined people. But then why would you sign with WWE? Because you know that's a potential thing happening. And Vince isn't going to keep letting 20, 30 people eventually say, no, I don't want to go. Right. Logically, I'm just saying. Kross wins, and they're going to destroy the house in this match.
This one, I think they will destroy the house.
They have the chance. I don't think there's DQs in this. Dunne and O'Reilly for the call-up. Yeah, I like Dunne's character. Cool Kyle, I'm not a fan of him trying to be I'm just being my quirky, dorky self. No, I want you to be the wrestling machine that I know you are for Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Pete Dunne, I think if Pete Dunne gets called up, I think Pete will be fine. Only issue is I feel like he'll get the Aleister Black treatment. Like he'll be good for a minute, and then it'll just slowly start trickling down. Like, all right, we're gonna screw you in a long run. Kyle O'Reilly would, to me, I think he would get screwed off the bat too. I can't think of a way of how it would happen.
I think he would be better off if he was still with Bobby Fish or someone in a tag team getting called up versus the singles push he's getting now.
Yes, but if Adam Cole goes, dude, I feel he will get the Dolph Ziggler treatment.
Oh my gosh. Dolph got chances though. Azan said you don't like Kyle, Cool Kyle. I do not like Cool Kyle.
Where was the ruthlessness that he had
He still has it. It's when he gets in the ring, he's still Kyle O'Reilly. It's just when he's outside the ring, he wears these weird glasses, sunglasses and stuff. And I'm like, what is this? It feels like he's trying to. Some people compared it to Orange Cassidy a little bit, like he's trying to be super laid back and stuff. But it's just not. No, it's just not good.
See, you can't do that. If you broke them up, and he came out with all that aggression because of Adam Cole, you can't be aggressive in the ring, but outside the ring, you're just cool. It doesn't make any sense.
So, Azan said they did the same thing with the AWA Kurt Hennig as Cool Kurt Hennig. It ain't working. Horrible. You never even seen the AWA. How do you know that?
Yeah, I just know it was horrible.
He was the world champ there.
It was probably horrible.
Kyle O'Reilly in this photo makes Hornswoggle look like David Beckham. Casey, I'm done with your comments for the evening. You leave that man alone. But I'm just going to put it like this, man. Wait, actually, I'm pulling the graphic back up because I want people to look at this. when I look at the sides of this on the champion, so here's what I see. Kyle O'Reilly and Johnny Gargano. I can't get behind their characters, bro. Johnny Gargano in the way, I'm sure Johnny's having fun doing this. I can't buy Johnny Gargano as a heel, bro. I just can't. There's nothing about him that screams heel.
No.
He comes off like Phil from Modern Family. Like, he comes off as a joke more than anything else.
Yes, I definitely agree with that. His little gimmick or whatever the hell they have him doing is just stupid.
I don't hate the way. I just don't like him as a heel. I don't like Candice as a heel either, really. I just don't believe it, you know?
No, it's very unbelievable.
They're the people I want to cheer for. Kyle, we already heard. But then on the left side here, Adam Cole, you don't need to change his character. Adam Cole being that vicious SOB works. Pete Dunne being the European, like, wrestling machine works.
Listen, if you change Adam Cole, I am not watching NXT ever again.
I don't think they would. I think your fear should be the call-up more than anything else. If there's going to be a fear about this, it has to be like, oh, what are they going to do to him if he gets called up? Let me go back to the chat here. Malik says, I would have Adam Cole win the title and have Kross called up to the main roster and face Roman for the title. I think so. Kross, to me, his style is more main roster, too. Like, when he wrestles, it's not anything flashy. It's not the NXT style we're used to. I think he would do fine on the main roster. He's got the girl. He's got the look. He's just got to keep his head on his shoulders, man. You don't want to get Mark Marrow. And I'm not trying to be funny. You don't want your wife to be the reason, like, why, oh, we're pushing her. Forget him. You know, you got to make this work for both of you guys. Jocelyn says, Cool Kyle was the only reason I started back watching NXT. Okay, she's a fan. Gargano is a face, should have never turned heel. Matt agrees. Cool Kyle, everybody is saying. I think Gargano is coming back as a babyface. I hope so. But he's so hateable. Rob says Johnny is the worst. Me and Rob always have beef over this type of stuff. I don't agree. Gargano doesn't even look like a heel in this photo. You're telling me he's supposed to be a bad guy? Yes, Casey. He's got like a family behind him that are bad guys, but they come off as goofs like throughout the entire thing. Okay, won the game. Azan said, just so you're updated on your softball, Derek.
Did it? Okay.
Yep.
Go ahead, G. Warriors.
Derek, we got to make a prediction in this matchup here. I'm going to pull this back up for you. Who do you have?
I want to see Pete Dunne win.
I don't know if they got the balls to do that.
Yeah, they don't, but I want to see Pete Dunne. My prediction is Pete Dunne, but I'm going with Karrion Kross.
So you want Dunne, but your money is on Kross.
Yeah.
I feel like if you wanted to change something, you could here.
I think it can't go to Johnny. Dunne seeing Johnny. Dunne seeing Adam Cole. Even though I love Adam Cole, I think Adam Cole needs to go. Cool Kyle, he ain't ready yet.
He's not over enough, I don't think, for the championship. I'm going to go with Karrion Kross to retain as well. I don't see how you could try to take the title from him at this point. I think you got to leave him be, if anything. I don't know, man. There's a lot of stuff with this right now. Pete Dunne's faction, Danny Burch is out, so it's only him and Oney Lorcan. Pat McAfee got called up to SmackDown. What do you do with that? Adam Cole doesn't have the Undisputed Era anymore. You could potentially call him up too.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I feel like you have to with some of these guys. You have to call them. Like, it's time. Like, are you worth the investment I've put into you?
Right. Like, we already know Johnny's not going because he doesn't want to go.
Johnny's really good. He's going to eventually become a coach or something for them, I feel like. And I think Dunne could be too for his viciousness, and he's done some unique things that I've never seen people do.
Right.
And I think his time to get called up could be coming very soon as well. He's ready, in my opinion.
That's what I'm saying. Him and Adam Cole and Karrion Kross are the three that I would pick to go up. Karrion Kross would probably go first just because he does have that old style of wrestling that does not fit in NXT. And then the next one would be Adam Cole and then Pete Dunne.
Wait, we've got some great comments that I just read in the chat. Tokyo says Adam Cole as a babyface will not work. Yeah, they tried it and it felt awkward too with that. Malik says the problem with Johnny is they have nothing to do when he's a babyface. the problem is he's been down there too long as a babyface.
Yes.
He's worked with everybody, so they had to switch up who he was working with. Casey says he's smiling like he just taught the neighbor's kid how to build a birdhouse. I'm going to just put that back up just so you can take a look at Johnny Gargano's face. Yeah, that Red Robin should be coming over any minute now.
That's a mighty fine birdhouse.
Casey, you're wrong for that, but funny. Kross retains. Rockstar says, laugh out loud, Casey. They don't have the balls to put the strap on Dunne. They just don't. I'm with Matt on that. Malik says, I got a question. If Kross wins the title, who's he going to face after this match?
Which is why I said Pete Dunne should win it, and then you throw Karrion Kross up on the main roster.
I think you're going to have to go with either one of these guys, or you're going to have to find somebody new to build up.
That's the thing. I don't think there's anybody new for him.
I feel like we need a complete shakeup of the rosters right now. This shit feels dull.
Very.
A full-blown draft. I can't answer you at this point. I would assume it's going to be one of the 4 guys in this. Put Adam Cole on SmackDown, Ace says.
I would definitely put Adam Cole on SmackDown.
Jen says, or I said Jen, Jocelyn, JJ Run, excuse me, says the Mr. Walk Past said Pat McAfee is garbage. I like that. I'm with Adam Cole to SmackDown. I'm with Ace Cole to SmackDown. I think Walter should beat Kross for the title. Could you imagine if Walter unified the NXT UK Championship? Why don't they do something like that where the UK titles are on NXT and the NXT titles are on the other brand? That could be something cool to do too.
Oh, because
I love those NXT UK Tag Team Championships. Like one of my favorite belts, bro. Like it's up there. It's pretty high.
I feel like NXT UK would probably like F that noise. We're not going over there.
Is Kross the guy in the skirt? I don't know what they call that. He's got like the little leather straps. It kind of looks like one, but it's not. Maybe we'll say.
I want to say it's a playoff of a kilt.
Kilt, kind of, yeah. Do you see Bryan versus Kross at SummerSlam Takeover? I would take that if they wanted to put Bryan down there. Could be a setup. If so, I love that guy. Yes. That is who you're referring to, Casey. But that's it for the matches. We really didn't have a lot to talk about with it. It's going to be a short card. Will there be a review? Quite possibly. If we do a review, it's going to either go up possibly exclusive to the podcast feed. So if you're not subscribed to the podcast feed, click the link tree, find your favorite. We're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Pandora. Find a way to listen to Everything Pro Wrestling. You may get a little bit of a quick reaction one for me, and I'll put that up the day after if I decide to. I've been real wishy-washy on the WWE ones. I think next week we're going to have to do a preview for Hell in the Cell, and we'll talk about all the matchups for that. Damn, Derek, you not look depressed. We'll talk about all the matches coming up for that next week. And hopefully sooner than later, once the NBA playoffs are done, which I'm having fun watching, by the way, we can get back to the AEW Dynamite reviews on Wednesday. Hopefully sooner than later. But thank you to everybody who joined us, anybody who supports Everything Pro Wrestling in any way, shape, or form, whether it's via subscribers, listening to the ads. That stuff all helps generate more buzz for Everything Pro Wrestling. And we appreciate that. Casey said, can we talk about Big Show?
No, we're not talking about Big Show.
Well, why is Hell in the Cell in July? Obi-Wan, you need to ask those questions the same way I do because I have no clue, sir. They just did it.
The bigger question is, why do we have Hell in the Cell, period?
Well, I think with Lashley and Drew, you can kind of justify it that they've been feuding for a while, but some of the other ones, I don't know.
Hell in the Cell should be banished.
I'm trying to exit, and I got people bringing me back in. I'm gonna try this one more time. So, thank you guys so much for joining us in here. Appreciate the love. Thank you for listening to Everything Pro Wrestling. I will try to see if I can get a little quick review out. It's probably going to be like a 15-minute to 30-minute review. We'll try to see what happens on this show. And thank you guys very much for watching Everything Pro Wrestling. For myself, for Derek, we are out.
Peace.